The things to keep in mind when planning a vacation outside of your country. Vacations are a pleasant time away from the regular mundane routine of work and regular life. That is the time available for you to appreciate not simply the beauty that life bestows upon you, yet in addition some time with your family, which is otherwise never really conceivable. Nonetheless, what appears to be so basic may not really be that way, especially when you are planning things for a more extended tour or vacation. For more limited excursions, the things that should be considered are not many. However, when you're planning an outing outside of your country, the agenda turns out to be longer. This article makes reference to the agenda of the things that should be thought of and taken care of when you're planning a long destination trip. Consider all these points are important ones and make things more straightforward for you in a hurry. Plan things well in advance. Planning your outing is the main thing for you to do, so make sure you're doing that well in advance. This is important because you will have things in mind about the actions ought to be taken and planning is finished. Further, planning things in time means you can choose a ton about the dates, itineraries, the stay and everything that should be finished. Do your research. Research about the location is ideally the main thing and requirements a definite place on your rundown. This is because it gives you a total idea about the kind of excursion that you might actually plan, the things that you need to consider and any additional features that merit your most extreme attention. Make sure you're doing the correct research rather than having a happy time checking out the photos of the location you plan to visit. Take care of the tickets and bookings. Bookings merit the following important place in this agenda, so make sure you're doing that on schedule. Complete your tickets well in advance and save some dollar that you are otherwise wasting. On the off chance that you are certain about the return dates too, book a full circle. Some more cash gets saved. Make this the similar case with your rental villas. Make sure you've done the bookings in advance and don't keep things heaped for the later time frame. On the off chance that you've already chosen the quantity of individuals to travel and are certain of the number, it is nothing but bad to delay things until late, so make sure all are done well on schedule. Pack accordingly. In the event that you've done your research well, you would have some idea of the weather when you're planning your travel, so you can now pack your stuff accordingly. Keep things handy and in where you can find them when you need them the most. You shouldn't have to search for them when required. On the off chance that you are traveling with kids, make sure you have done what's necessary packing great in advance and have things prepared for you so you can handle all kinds of crises with the children. Try not to disregard additional costs. Additional costs is something that a great many people overlook, considering it just additional part of the outing. Notwithstanding, that shouldn't be the case, and you give the additional costs the same amount of importance as other points referenced in this article. Make sure you've planned things along with the additional costs and made all things workable for you well in advance and to avoid any major issues during the outing. Keep your medical unit ready. This is again perhaps the most important and one of the exceptionally overlooked points on the rundown of things that should be checked. It is always a smart choice to keep a medical unit prepared simply in case you experience a medical crisis in another country. Always make sure you counsel your doctor prior to flying and ask him on the off chance that you need any medications to remain healthy all through vacation. Keep these 6 points in mind when planning your vacation outside of your country, because these are the points that make your vacation be a memorable one.